there's a city that knows the proper way to smash a guitar, it is the city of rock and roll. Man, in the footsteps of rock legends of the past, another one has been shattered to pieces before kickoff here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Minnesota Vikings and the Cleveland Browns. On the visiting sideline, look at the head coach of the Vikings. His defense ready to lead the charge again after pitching that shutout last week. Along the opposite sideline, that's the head coach of the Browns. These guys are ready as they always are to play in front of this home crowd, hoping the extra surge of momentum pays off in a win. A warm welcome to all of you tuning in. Kate Scott and Brock Hewer with you as Evan McPherson's going to get us started. And off we go in a rainy game from Cleveland. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops. Well, here come the Vikings taking the field for their first drive of the game. And they're brought out by the 10th pick of the 2024 draft, a national champion at Michigan, J.J. McCarthy.
All J.J. has ever done in his career, no matter where he's been, is win. And there's something to that. I know at times it's hard to measure how much of it was him, how much of it the people around him. Most importantly, just ask his teammates over the years. They love playing with him. That is a characteristic that's important, and I don't think talked about enough, Kate. Do your guys in the huddle want to play for you? Do they believe in you? Everywhere J.J. has been, he's lit up that huddle, and success has followed.
Third down, 1 yard to go. McCarthy on the sneak. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Tackles for a gain of just one, and the Vikings are going to have a first down. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Incomplete pass on first down, so still at the 40. It's 2nd and 10. Now McCarthy. Complete out to the right. And he gets through for a 7-yard gain. The tackle made at the 47. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Giving this to Genty. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
It's a gain of 11. And the Vikings first down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Vikings.
McCarthy fires out wide, complete, and just gets back to the line of scrimmage. Now here's a look at his production from last week and the part he played in his offense's victory. Now come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Connects on the crosser. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. They've come out swinging to begin this contest as they've got it down to the 31. And toss it, Genty. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Wideout's getting involved in the ground game. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
Back at the 37.
Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, he called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. So 3rd and 16, no problem for him as they get the first.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Vikings first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Shotgun give here to Genty. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And he's tackled for a short gain. 3rd down, and they need to get 10.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Toward the end zone, but incomplete. That's going to force them into a 4th down decision.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
If they can keep moving that ball the way they did on the opening drive, he's going to be called upon, I'm going to guess, Kate, for more than just field goals. Probably some extra points, too.
Return coming from the 6. Things going well so far. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. And it's their 5th-year quarterback leading the charge.
A bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory, well, there's no question about it. Walking off that field with the loss, that stings. No doubt he feels he could have done more to prevent that result. So expect to see a motivated individual taking snaps here this week.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10, back to throw. It is caught left side. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Complete.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
It's exactly how you draw it up defensively. A 3 and out and a sack on top of it. Create that negative play. Create a little doubt in that quarterback's mind. And offensively, well, that's the worst way to start it. No rhythm, no tempo, and now you give the ball right back to the opponent.
Fair catch hauled in at the 18-yard line. Minnesota all set to go for its 2nd drive. They're on a 3-game winning streak, Brock, and working to stretch that out to 4. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. First play is going to be against Agency. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain.
1-yard gain.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down. He throws a bullet to the set. Big gain downfield. And he is down inside the 35-yard line.
Vikings, first down. A gain of 46 yards on the play. First down, Minnesota.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
And they're going to be sent at the 11 after that play. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
A gain of 22 more yards. That's another Vikings.
Right up the gut. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings stretch their early lead to 9. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
That one right down the middle. And the Vikings go up 10-zip here in the first.
Browns, nothing.
The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Second drive coming up for this Cleveland offense. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening 1st down as they take the field a 2nd time. Blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Still on
He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats.
Ball is out. Jameis lost it. And the Vikings have recovered.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on second down. You're trying to create a manageable third down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do ever is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
He'll get about 4 yards as that brings up second down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
The give here on second. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
At the 18-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up fourth down. So the Vikings sending out the field goal team here. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And this one is center chains. Couldn't have hit that much better.
What a season this guy is having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Here's a return from the 7. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Browns getting their offense out there. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. Looking to throw here. So this one on the defense.
Pass interference. Defense.
So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. Running it after the penalty. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. We've reached the end of the first quarter. The Vikings have played to an early lead. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They'll have it 2nd and 8. Going right. It gets crushed behind the line, and the ball comes out. It's picked out by the Vikings, going the other way. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for third down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. The give here to Genti. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
McCarthy to throw it. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. That's caught for the first. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Line up the design keeper. And he has the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings grow their lead off the turnover. J.J. McCarthy, the touchdown. They broke out the design, run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Nothing.
The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. And Brock, these guys are still searching. They are still searching for their first points, but beyond that, they don't even have a first down yet.
Not even one?
No, they're still searching. I know. Pass play on 1st and 10. Caught for big yards on the right side. And he has this to the opposing 35.
And the Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Pass play now. That's Robinson on a slant. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Gonna keep this one and go. And he's gonna be touchdown as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
That's good for Browns. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
He'll pass it this time. Vikings get there. They're gonna win this round. It's a sack on 1st down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd.
Brings up 2nd and 16 at the 29-yard line.
Back to throw now. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. It's a repeat of the last play. That's going to bring them to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Okay, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to author a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
Short pass brought in. He's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25.
Evan McPherson on for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And the deficit goes from 20 to 17.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Vikings now set to take the field. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it.
16 yards.
What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
1st down, and they go right back to it. This is going to be down to, it looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. Now hold on, everyone. There's a Browns player shaken up after that play, and he's in need of some attention. They've got first down here from the 36. Back to Genty. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. Here's McCarthy to throw. He's got a man left. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Vikings.
McCarthy going to keep it himself. Running in the red zone. And he's going to score a touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings could push this to a 4-score game as they take a 23-point lead. J.J. McCarthy in a touchdown. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
Browns 3.
The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. That score pushed the deficit to 24, so every opportunity to chip away at it important as they take the field. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll get it up to the 27. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down at the 30, right near that line to gain.
Brought down at the
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and
Complete left side to Robinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And their 4th sack of the game right there brings up 2nd down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
They're going to try and throw it here. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
it's now 3rd down and 16.
3rd and long for him here. Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. The Browns are lined up to punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he drives this one into the pouring rain. Starts his return from the 23. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Vikings and running back Ashton Genty headed back out there. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on him. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. Straight ahead with Genty. We'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Looking to throw, McCarthy. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. There he is on 3rd and short. Oh, defender there to knock it away, and he's able to do just that. 4th down coming up. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. Back deep to return is Davis. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And the fair catch secured here at the 16. Back out now comes the Browns offense. And they take the field feeling pretty beaten down with how this one's gone. Even if they're keeping their heads high, Brock, not a whole lot they've been able to do so far.
Yeah, in these moments, I think of golfers, right, in a tournament. They don't want to look at the scoreboard. They don't want to see how much they're down. They just want to take it shot by shot by shot. It's exactly what this offense has got to do.
Dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
Setting up to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And they're backed up a bunch ahead of this third down, Broncos. This is out at least a few yards behind the line. To the air on third and long. Finds the in route, complete. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. First and 10 from the 32.
That's good for a Browns first down.
Throwing it again here. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Browns first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Still sticking with the passing game. He's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line.
That's another.
Looking quickly here.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They are throwing it again. It's on the in route. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Sticking to the air here. Completed to Davis. And he's down to the 36 with almost enough for that first down. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second.
Third and 1.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Can't convert on 3rd. That's to the ground and incomplete. Trying to get it to Chris Olave. So it's going to be 4th and short.
Results in a 4th down.
They're going to try to throw for it. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Finds his man over the middle. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. First and 10 now from the 46. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. He keeps it and takes off. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. Minnesota spends its second time out here. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. First down from the 42. From the shotgun, McCarthy has him on a quick hitter. And they bring him down around the 34. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. The first month of the season has come and gone. Some early surprises, some early disappointments as well. Let's get into it. Our look around the NFL starts now. Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. The Jaguars at home to take on the Seattle Seahawks. And it's the Seahawks quarterback. This'll wind up a touchdown. The Seahawks with an important W. They didn't want to start 1-4, and they won't following their victory here. Next, it's the Windy City. We'll check in on the Bears at home to take on Washington. And this one, I'm not quite sure what to make of this. A scintillating run for the touchdown. Lastly, let's go over to MetLife Stadium. The Jets taking on the Raiders. And check it out, it's Breece Hall. He gets past the first wave of the defense, and the race is on. The Jets, trying to get back over 500 in the early parts of the season, they lead at the break. With that, here's a look at the rest of the action from around the NFL here in Week 5, the first weekend of October. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's first and 10. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back. Complete. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. They break the huddle. It's second down now. Out of the shotgun. They'll give it to him inside. And not much space available there. Maybe 2. And that brings up third down.
Tackled at the 27-yard line.
Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
Third down and 10.
Here he goes, third and long. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. New set of downs for him. He'll start at the 38.
First and 10 at the
First down, play action. He puts some juice on it. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him.
first down. First and 10 at the 25.
They'll run here on first down. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
28-yard line.
Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 hit?
Vikings bring pressure, and they got him. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
A 7-yard line.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Shoves him off. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. And then McPherson lining up the field goal try. He was good on his first attempt and his second from a little over 45 here. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. The Vikings offense back to the field now. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's first and 10. Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Throwing the out route, complete. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Going just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. They'll run it from gun. And he manages to find a little traction on that soaked field as he fights forward for a couple. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings push their lead further to start the half.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
they'll set up here for the point after. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Vikings grow their lead yet again.
37, round 3.
The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. Return starts at the 9. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. And they're going to need to play for pride or for something to build on for next week, Brock, because this game seems out of reach, even though we've got a full quarter still to go. He'll work against the blitz. Finds him over the middle. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll go play action.
At the 30-yard line.
They left him wide open. It's complete. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line.
That's good.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Gets it to him on the screen. Makes the tackle. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. We'll keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd.
Back now, pressure coming. Makes the catch. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
They can touchdown here, but they cannot connect. So that's going to send them back to the line for 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Back to throw. And he's going to score a touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns cut into the lead. Chris Olave with the touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Good work so far. He's got room. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy midfield to start this drive. The Vikings and running back Ashton Genty headed back out there. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. Cut out left. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7. 2nd and 3 now.
Number 84. Out of bounds at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Great coverage all the way to the sideline. They're on him to end that quick pass before he can get vertical. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
7-yard line.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Genty from the gun. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
7-yard gain. And the Vikings 1st down. A gain of 7. First down, Minnesota.
Running this one left. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Shotgun give here to Gentry. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
13 yards on the play. That's another Vikings 1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
They'll try and punch it in. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here. 2nd and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone.
At the Browns' 5-yard line.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Vikings with it to begin the 4th, and this game entering blowout territory. Another chance at it on 2nd and goal, still from the 5. Here's another for it. This is close, but it looks like they stopped him just short of the goal line. He gets a chunk of 4 yards, leaving them just a yard from the end zone. 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They're going to run it with Gentry. Trying to get this one outside, Brock, but he did not make it. They stopped him right at the line of scrimmage. He's short.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
He gets a look up the middle, and he gets in. Touchdown! The Vikings keep running away with this. So, Brock, they take a gamble, and it pays off with a big touchdown on 4th and goal.
And they do it on the ground as well, and that just speaks volumes. That's confidence that you can own this line of scrimmage, and your back will see a lane and will get the job done. That just infuses your team and your sidelines with so much confidence.
That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings continue piling on to this lead. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. He fields it from the 8. Keeps away from 1. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Browns are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. There's a dive up the middle. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
He's going to throw it. Throw left side, complete. And he reaches the 35 before going out. Vikings sending out nickel coverage here on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. So that he knocked away from the intended target. That brings up 4th down. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. They'll run for this. Massive hits, the ball's out. And the fumble recovery is made. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
A give now from the gun. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They're going to throw out of the gun. That's Robinson on the slant. Ooh, and the stop made awfully close to the marker and in midfield. It's going to be 3rd and short now from the 49. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. The handoff on 3rd and short. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Complete left side to Robinson. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Browns, 1st down.
Here's the one back on the handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Looking now from the gun.
27-yard line.
Completed over the middle. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Working inside the red zone. Catch made. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns making the scoreboard look a touch better. Chris Olave with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Going after up and good by McPherson. And the Browns take a molehill off that mountain as they still trail by 27.
17.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Vikings and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this 2nd half. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. First play is going to be again to Jeanty. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
That run good for 8. Now they've got 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it
From the shotgun, McCarthy. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Vikings, 1st down. A gain of 7. 1st down, Minnesota.
We've set it downs from 37. They give up the gun. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And the Browns pick it up. Not much added after the recovery, partner, so that is where they'll take possession from the fumble.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
The Browns getting their offense out there. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
First down, no run. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
He's brought down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Now looking to throw. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
Dexton Hill.
To the air on 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to flag the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll pass it this time. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing on 2nd. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stop just a little bit shy of the marker.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they fought their way through to stop him behind the line. It's going to be 4th now and less than a yard.
That's one of those situations where if you're going to call that play, you better execute it. Because if it works, well, you're a genius. But one little thing gets off, a little bit of penetration, you don't seal the edge, well, you're punting, and that play goes right out the window.
And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
The Vikings taking the field on offense. Minnesota in the formation. It's 1st and 10. And they should just be able to kneel out what time remains. There's 3 timeouts defensively still available, but using them is not going to alter this outcome. Daniel managed 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
They're going to pass it here. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. Out the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
This is Gentine on 2nd. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. So the Vikings pick up the win on the road. And I know it's different for every sport, Brock. So is this the point where we'd say this winning streak is official? Might have something to it. 3 wins in a row now after this latest triumph.
Well, you get to this point, and what happens is you get to that building the next day, and everybody feels good. Secretary feels good. Chef feels good. Kitchen feels good. Everybody's feeling good of stacking these kind of wins in a row.
With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings emerge as winners. As with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.